All right. All right. Twitch, Twitter, we're about to be live on YouTube and Facebook for some breaking news. Happy Halloween to those that are watching, to those that celebrate. I don't really celebrate, but here we are. This is my costume. Okay. All right. Fine. Let me fix the camera just a tad. I think there we go. All right. Let me turn off my notifications. We're live first here on Twitch and Twitter. We're about to be live on YouTube in just a second. Let me just go live now. We got a lot of news to talk about. Young Thug is getting out. All right. Yeah, a lot of things going on.
Baby, baby, won't you listen to me? I got that flavor. I know you're dying to feed. I ain't no dancer, just got some hip in my feet. Now throw your hands up. Ooh, you bring the lighter. I got the fuse. You make a fire. I'll add the fuel. Follow my lead. Just watch your shoes. Gotta turn the heat up to get this cool.
Welcome back to the Kempire Channel for some breaking news. We have a lot to cover, a lot to unpack. But of course, for a late night show, we got to remind you, we do have a sponsor, Uncommon Goods, a place where, because after today, Halloween is done. Christmas has begun. Okay, Halloween's done. Christmas has begun. For those, I know some of you are like, no, we got Thanksgiving. No, Christmas has officially begun for me. Okay. And you, if you watch the channel. And Uncommon Goods has all the things that you need if you're looking for a great gift with a variety of price points, and they celebrate small businesses. Excited to be partnering with them. They said, spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts that spark joy, wonder, delight, and it's exactly what I wanted feeling. To get 50% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/Kempire. That's uncommongoods.com/Kempire for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. More information on Uncommon Goods will be available in the description. Thank you to them for sponsoring tonight's late night update. Okay, late night update. For those that were here earlier, we did do our recap of the Real Housewives of New York City and Salt Lake City, and my glasses were crooked. I'm a different person now. I've changed my costume just slightly. Look, just slightly. So before we get into the Diddy update, because the Diddy update is pretty interesting, because now we are revisiting the freak off tapes. We're revisiting that shakedown lawyer that I told you about. Ariel. We're going to talk about her because she's behind all of this. We also have to talk about Kim Porter's memoir. According to this new witness, he's saying that he has Kim Porter's actual memoir, and they're going to be taking it to Amazon. I will remind you, as always, I bring you the news. However, I will let you know when I don't feel like the people are that great. And I'm going to show you the TMZ footage, okay? So, but before we get to the Diddy update, we got to talk about Young Thug. You know, we have not been covering or following the Young Thug case. Well, I've been following it, but I haven't been reporting on it because it's just a huge case to cover, and it's been ongoing for the last 2 years, over 2 years. So I didn't expect on Halloween that we would get this information that Young Thug has been officially sentenced and ready for release. And people are happy. I have no engagement in the situation, but this is what our friends over at WSB TV is reporting. They said Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, was in the backseat of a Mercedes E350 driven by one of his attorneys, Keith Adams, with his other attorney, Brian Steele, in the passenger seat as they left the Fulton County Jail through a back gate. Adams confirmed to Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Wine. So if you're just joining us, we're letting you guys know that Young Thug is on the loose. No, not on the loose. Okay, he's been sentenced. He's on probation. All right, let me just give you the full update. Okay, so on Thursday, Williams, who has been in jail since 2022, May of 2022, for a sprawling racketeer influence and corrupt organization act indictment, RICO, in Fulton County, pled guilty as a part of a non-negotiated plea in the YSL, not the brand, RICO case. Channel 2 Action News was at the Fulton County Courthouse Thursday as the judge read Williams' sentence in what's become the longest trial in Georgia history. I didn't know that. What? I did not. I mean, it felt like it. Look, felt like it. It definitely felt like it. But now we know for fact this was the longest trial in Georgia history. So Williams has been behind bars since May of 2022. Williams changed his plea to guilty on gang-related charges. This is a non-negotiated plea, which means the final decision on sentencing was up to the judge. So for those of you that follow my community page here on YouTube, we told you the prosecutors were seeking like 20 years in prison and 25 years in prison and then 20 years in probation. Well, Judge Paige Reese Whitaker issued a sentence. She gave him 40 years to serve 5 years in prison, but commuted this to time served. He will then spend 15 years on probation, but with the threat of 20 years in prison if he fails at probation, which a lot of people say in America, that is just a setup for people to get in trouble and just continue the cycle. But this is good for him. This actually worked out in his favor. And maybe they wanted to wrap this up before the election. I don't know. And I know what everyone thinks, what does this have to do with the election? A lot of these folks are up for election or re-election come November 5th. It's not just the presidential election. I'm not saying that's what's happening in Georgia, but just keep that in mind, okay? And they also probably don't want any distractions. So, again, I'll remind you, Young Thug has been sentenced. And I think he's free. Look, yeah, I would just to let you guys know, he's out. He's on the streets. He will then spend 15, Judge Paige Reese Whitaker issued that she gave him 40 years to serve, 5 years in prison, but commuted to time served. He will then spend 15 years on probation, but with the threat of 20 years in prison if he fails at probation. Along with that, Young Thug is essentially banned from the city. He's banned from Atlanta. Whoa. Can you imagine? Young Thug is essentially banned from the city of Atlanta unless he's here for things like family weddings or funerals. The judge is also requiring that while on probation, he returns to Atlanta to perform community service in the form of anti-gang seminars for school-aged children. Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis, hey Fannie, spoke to Channel 2's Mark Wine after Williams took his plea deal, saying that there were 28 defendants indicted in the YSL case. 14 of those defendants still have pending charges if Young Thug's plea is finalized, so the case is ongoing, and we're not done. Young Thug's girlfriend, Mariah the Scientist, I saw a lot of you making comments about her, issued the following statement to Channel 2's Michael Seaton. She says, "Thank you, God. Thank you, God." I don't know how she sounds. I'm just trying. She says, "This is more than what we prayed for. We are so grateful. This is the greatest opportunity we've ever been presented with, and we are so grateful. Thank you, Judge Paige Whitaker, for giving us the opportunity to move forward with our life. Thank you, God. Thank you, Brian Steele and Keith Adams and every attorney working on this case tirelessly," I think she wanted to say. "Thank you. I cannot say it enough. I cannot repay you for this. You have changed our lives, Jeffrey's life and mine. Thank you to everyone who has been there for us, every fan who believed in us and prayed for us." So on Thursday, today, Halloween, happy Halloween for those that are just joining us. Happy Halloween. Let me bring my little Halloween thing up. Hold on. Where's my Halloween thing? There we go. Happy Halloween. Okay. Happy Scorpio season. Happy birthday to my mama. Okay. On Thursday, a defendant in the YSL RICO trial rejected a plea offer and will face a jury trial. According to Douglas Weinstein, attorney for DeMonte Kendrick, a.k.a. Yak Gotti, Yak Gotti has rejected the state's latest plea offer and fully intends to take this to the jury and get our not guilty verdict and go home. 2 other defendants have accepted plea deals this week. On Tuesday, oh damn, I'm going to butcher this name, but I apologize in advance. Marvius. Oh no, I think I did it. Marvius. I love us for real. Marvius Nichols agreed to plead guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, RICO. Nichols was sentenced to 20 years to serve 7 in custody. Ew. The following day, Redalius Ryan, I love us for real, accepted a plea deal, also being charged with for violating the RICO Act. I did not see this coming, but like I said, I think some of this could be still election motivated. Again, don't forget, it's time to vote. These poll numbers are very close. Make sure you go out and vote. This is your daily reminder. Okay, your daily reminder. So Young Thug is free. He's on the loose. Look. No. But can't be in Atlanta. I've never heard of someone getting banned from a city. Like, he can go there for weddings and funerals and for community service, but he can't go to the city of Atlanta. I guess there goes Mariah the Scientist being on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but none of them live in Atlanta anyway, right? Oh, Kay says no Magic City for Young Thug. Do you think that no, he has to stay in Georgia. I was just like, you think he'll leave Georgia? No, he has to stay in Georgia. Dainty Bella, I'm not judging. There are plenty of people very happy for Young Thug. Fine. Dainty Bella says, I am happy. Sorry. Don't apologize. There are people bigging up their chests for Diddy too. I'm not saying he's Diddy, but okay. Yes. Look, Joy says, Americans, please don't let the rest of us in the world down. Vote. That's how important our election is. It affects the rest of the world. Mrs. Dash, I had to. Look, I love us for real. All right. I know why a lot of you are here. You want your Diddy update. So I couldn't come live and not talk about Young Thug. That's a major story happening right now. All right. So, we've been following the Diddy situation, right? If you're new here, we've given you a lot of updates. So check out everything that you've missed. We've even given you updates yesterday. Kalena Harper did an interview. We went live last night, reminding you of that interview and talking a little bit more about that interview. Kalena Harper from Diddy Dirty Money. And she did not seem right. She seemed inebriated. She just did not seem her. I don't know. I felt so bad. I'm praying for her. Like, I'm not even mad at her and the things that she said. She's someone dealing with, look, I don't know. She's dealing with something. And I know that she's been through a lot. She talks about that in the interview. But if you want my breakdown of that interview, be sure to check out the video that I did talking about that interview. We covered a lot of Diddy stuff. Well, today I'm sitting here eating my, brown stew chicken and rice on peas. And I'm like, what? We got breaking news from TMZ outside the courthouse. And you know that shakedown lawyer? Okay, you're going to see her in this video footage. So apparently, this shakedown lawyer found a new client because a new witness spoke to the grand jury today and claims that he has multiple freak-off tapes and he has the real Kim Porter memoir. As you know, there was a Kim Porter memoir that they claim was edited and everything like that. We knew that. That's what the publisher said, that he made some edits to it. Only for the family to come out and denounce that book is not real. Albie Shore came out and denounced that book is not real. In this interview outside the courthouse with the shakedown lawyer, and this new witness, they claim that they're going to publish this new book, the real book. Look, I will tell you this, though. Sloan Bella, our own Femtaro, they've all said that there really is a book. There is a book, and the book will be revealed. Is this the book? How did this particular witness get his hands on the book? All right, let me show you the footage, okay? And don't forget to like the video, guys, if you haven't already. And don't forget, who's going to be in Los Angeles on November 20th when we come and bring the Kempire After Dark live experience? You see all of this? Oh, it's 10 times more in person, okay? Who's coming to our London show December 8th? Who's coming to our show in Washington, D.C. on January 24th? All that information, along with our sponsor today, is available in the description. All right. And happy Halloween. Oh, look, Houston Foodie says, I am sick of this book already. That my sentiments exactly. But I'm going to wait and see what they're going to provide. Let me say thank you. Jocelyn, thank you so much for the super chat. Jocelyn's one of our night crawlers here tonight, too. I'm going to call you guys the night crawlers that are here with me at night, because normally I'm not live at this time of night. Jocelyn says, unfortunately, he will still cheat in regards to Young Thug. Ooh, I hope not. She wrote for him while he was in prison for 2 years, over 2 years. All right. Okay, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's easy and it's free. Let's get into this Diddy update, though. So let me just play for you TMZ speaking to this new witness outside the courthouse, along with the shakedown lawyer. Let me just give you the update of what TMZ is writing. They said a man who claims to have the S tapes from Diddy's parties and the real Kim Porter memoir says that he has been subpoenaed by the federal grand jury. TMZ got attorney Ariel Mitchell, the shakedown attorney, the same attorney that went on, News Nation, and said basically that she's been in contact. She's seen screen grabs of a higher profile person with Diddy in one of these tapes. Then she went on Piers Morgan and talked about this as well. She went back on News Nation and talked about this again. And we all said, it feels a little inappropriate that she might lose her bar license for almost, it seems like she's negotiating on a public platform, almost feels like extortion in what she was doing with this information. Well, although she was representing another Diddy victim, she dropped that victim. She's representing another one. And apparently she's representing this new witness. I'm just giving you the full context so you know everything. Okay. All right. So TMZ got attorney Ariel Mitchell and her client, Courtney Burgess, Thursday outside the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan. And they told us they just finished testifying for the grand jury. Courtney says that he was initially contacted by agents from the Department of Homeland Security, one of the federal agencies involved in the Diddy criminal case. Mitchell, his attorney, says her client was subpoenaed and she claims that they have evidence to corroborate some of Courtney's allegations. He previously done interviews claiming he has or has seen salacious videos of Diddy and his celebrity friends. Plus, he says that he has the unedited version of the diary allegedly written by Kim Porter, Diddy's late ex-girlfriend and the mother of 4 of his children. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ the subpoena from the federal prosecutors asked Burgess to turn over all records, including thumb drives, hard drives, electronic storage devices, or devices containing videos and or other files depicting Diddy. I just had a thought, and this is just me intuitively saying this, guys. I'm not saying that this is fact. I don't think this guy is the guy that got the information, was a witness. I think someone is using him as the public face of this information. I don't know if there is a known higher profile person behind this guy, but I feel like this guy, although he looks like TD Jakes, I'm not saying it's TD Jakes, y'all. I feel like he is sort of the representative. And you'll understand why I'm saying that, because he said he doesn't know Diddy, but they know of each other. They've been in the business, but they don't know each other personally. Okay. So TMZ continues. He says, sounds like it was a busy day in court for Ariel and Courtney, because she also told our photog that they were going to a separate hearing to determine what, if any, evidence they needed to turn over to the feds. Diddy's already locked up on charges of trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in the ladies of the night, or the men of the night in his case. And as you know, Diddy has pled not guilty. Diddy is also trying to appeal the bail denials that he has. That's coming up on his birthday, November 4th. His trial is set to start May 5th, Cinco de Mayo of next year. Earlier this week, we were just talking about his sons pressing Ray J out in the club. If you missed that story, we talked about that as well. TMZ continues. They said there was a purported Kim Porter memoir on Amazon earlier this year, but it was pulled after her kids denounced it and cast doubt on its authenticity. And we also told you that the publisher could not verify that it was authentic too. He said that from the jump. And I was like, why are you guys falling for this? Are you just falling for it because you want something salacious? Like, there was no credibility behind that first book. I don't know if there's credibility behind the second one either. But the shakedown attorney, Ariel, tells us that they are going to work with Amazon to get the book published themselves. There's something about this attorney, y'all, I'm just not feeling. And look, not all attorneys are great people, y'all. I've worked with thousands of them. They all vary in personalities and ethics. I don't know about her ethics. I don't know. I look. Right? Betty says she's discrediting herself. Foolery with a law degree. Well, wait till you hear her. Look, wait till you hear her. Okay, let me show you some of the clips from this interview outside the courthouse of this new Diddy witness who claims that he has the freak off tapes, thumb drives, hard drives. He spoke to the feds and claims that he has the real Kim Porter book. Sidebar, some of the psychics, I know you're not here for the psychic talk, but I'll tell you anyway, because just so you have a full picture, some of the psychics say that there are multiple versions of the book because Kim Porter did not trust some of the people that were around her. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. All right, let me play this for you.
Have the feds been in contact with you? I did watch your YouTube interview. I saw as of 2 weeks ago, they haven't been in contact with you. What about today?
Yes.
So they have been in contact with you. Is that why you're here today?
Yes.
Okay.
Security.
Oh, wow. So were you surprised, or was that the part that you were kind of waiting for?
Surprise.
Oh. Do you feel like the interview had had anything to do with it, or?
Yes.
Yeah? How do you know Sean Combs?
Generation to Frank Lucas was my godfather, his father, and then we both was in the music business for 30 years together.
So you personally know him,
not the whole person.
Sean Combs.
Not personally.
But you know of him, he knows of you.
Yeah. I used to be a Tupac, Hussein Fatal. He stopped a lot of my music. A lot of other people who didn't care about it. Understand? It's not around today.
Right. So
Stewart from Def Jam Records.
Mm-hmm. You made a lot of allegations, right? Are you expected to eventually turn those things over, or?
Well, that's what we're going to head over to do now. So we have a hearing now to determine what we're going to do in terms of what documents we'll have to turn over and what documents we can.
So why were you in court today?
Just to give testimony to the grand jury. He was subpoenaed by the court. So as we all know, if you don't answer a subpoena, the marshals will come to your house as they came to his house and they will bring you here. So that's why we're here today.
I know you can't mention celebrities per se. You did mention some in the interview. So just to clarify, you can back that up with actual factual footage.
We have, it's things that we have, but we got to go to the other courthouse. So I don't know if that's any more questions, but we got another hearing.
Are you nervous, or do you feel?
God, I ain't never nervous. Only thing that's fair to me is God.
Only thing that fears him is God. I don't know if I believe. I think he's just a representative for whoever wants this information to get to the feds. That's my belief. I'm not saying that that's fact. I don't believe that. Ariel is she's chasing after anyone that might be associated with the Diddy case. I can't knock her hustle, but I'm going to let y'all say what I'm thinking. First of all, Auntie Eva says, oh, he does look like TD. TD Jakes, the pastor, okay? Cece says, TD Jakes, and Fake Evans. Fake Evans. Oh, Lord have mercy. You guys are a mess. Melissa says she sounds so unintelligent. I mean, she went to law school, and that's not an easy feat, but apparently maybe it is. No, it's not. Oh, my gosh. But there's more. So TMZ also caught up with them again. So let me give you that video footage. If you're just joining us, we're talking about a new witness has spoken to the feds and allegedly has Diddy freak-off tapes with possible celebrities in those freak-off tapes, and also has Kim Porter's actual memoir, according to them. And according to them, they are going to publish it. Let's talk about the Kim Porter portion of this video.
I know you did mention what was on the flash drive before. Would you be able to kind of go over that now, or is that something that you can't discuss?
No, we're trying to go to discuss that now, what we will be able to talk to in terms of what was available and what was on those flash drives.
Okay.
But it was the book.
So it is Kim Porter's book, but not necessarily some of the stuff with the celebs that were mentioned besides.
It's hers. Nobody touched it.
Oh, so it is her official book.
Yes. Nobody,
and no one touched it.
Nobody altered it.
So it's not the copy that the gentleman said that he was selling before. No.
No.
It's two different copies. That one was edited, and we have the original copy.
So you're saying that the other copy was an actual real copy, even though the family said it wasn't.
A derivative
It
work.
was edited. The only way the family say that is because I forgot his name. Albie Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And besides that, how they know? A lot of stuff their mother did, they didn't know. I like.
I had to pause that for a second. I didn't love how this man, this new witness, started talking about the family, because you remember the family, Quincy, Kim Porter's other kids, the twins, and Christian came out with a group statement denouncing all the rumors and conspiracy theories around her passing, and also denounced this book. Albie Shore also was the first person to come out and say that this book wasn't real. I told you I didn't think that it was 100% because the publisher, when it first came out, told the Daily Mail that he couldn't necessarily verify it, but he believes the person that brought it to him. Remember, someone brought the book to that man. Who brought this information, the freak off tapes and the book, to this man? This man doesn't really have an association closely to anyone in Diddy's atmosphere. He claims, oh, my godfather knew this one or that one. We all could say something like that. I feel like he is sort of a representative that was willing to come forward to the public and be the one to go to the grand jury with this information. Does he actually have the goods? Well, only the grand jury can confirm that. So he's claiming to have video footage and the Kim Porter book. Again, I don't love what he says here in regards to the family. How do they know? But some of y'all said the same thing in regards to how do the children know what, first of all, she went through with Diddy. There have been multiple witnesses that have said that there was abuse between Diddy and Kim Porter. And how do they know that she was not working on this book or not? I vaguely remember people saying that Kim talked about this publicly, that she was working on a memoir. Okay. Let me continue.
So it's not the copy that the gentleman said that he was selling before. No.
No.
It's two different copies. That one was edited, and we have the original copy.
So you're saying that the other copy was an actual real copy, even though the family said it wasn't.
A derivative
It
work.
was edited. The only way the family say that is because I forgot his name. Albie Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And besides that, how they know? A lot of stuff their mother did, they didn't know. And I like to say apologize to the mother and the family for the picture being on front of it.
Right.
Understand? I didn't put it there.
I want to pause it there again, because he mentions, you remember, for those that follow my channel, we showed you the book cover. They had Kim Porter's photo. And after Albie Shore denounced the book, the family denounced the book. The book was still for sale on Amazon at, I think, like a week after that. And all you saw was a black photo with just the words Kim's lost words. So he's now apologizing for using the photo. So he wasn't the person behind that book. So we shall see what exactly they're going to do in regards to this next version of the book.
Right.
So, they got to worry about bigger things.
Right.
Than what her diary was. You understand?
Right.
They should have started worrying when he was beaten.
Right.
When you start worrying about your mother.
Pause again. Why are you talking about the kids? About them worrying about their mother when she was getting abused by the father. Like, why are you saying these things? And now it's got me looking at you with the side eye, sir. What were they supposed to do? What was anyone supposed to do when it comes to Diddy? It looked like Diddy was running amok for 30 years and getting away with a lot for a reason. Again, I didn't love how he was talking about the kids. I don't know if he was referencing Albie Shore as well. Albie Shore accused Diddy of putting him in the hospital. Albie Shore also said that Kim Porter warned him multiple times that Diddy was coming after him, allegedly.
He is beating him.
Right.
When you start worrying about your mother after the fact.
Right. So the book, do you think it'll ever be open to the public, or after this, or
that'll be the next thing? I've been contracted to go to Amazon and work out whatever legality.
I'm sorry, I have to pause again. That's Ariel Mitchell, the shakedown lawyer that we've been covering for the last few weeks. So she says she has been asked, who are these people talking to Ariel? Who are these people? She says she has been enlisted to go to Amazon and figure out how they can get this book published. Because I'm sure at this particular point, there were a lot of people returning the Lost Words book, the original one that came out, saying that we want to return this. Amazon was like, here's your money. We don't want the book back. Because it's a headache for them to handle that. All right. Let me play this again.
That may have
A book, do you think it'll ever like be open to the public or after this or?
that'll be the next thing. I've been contracted to go to Amazon and work out whatever legalities that may have existed prior so that we can republish the book.
Wow, so the public will get to see her actual words and thoughts.
So very soon, the actual unedited version. We'll
That-
put that out.
So I mean, I'm wondering, do you own the rights, I guess, or how does that work?
I guess the own rights was given to me, right?
I'll say possession is not
But
for the law. So
Wait.
Yeah.
contracted.
I want to replay this part where, because I have to say, the paparazzi, she's not necessarily I don't know if maybe she's a journalist, but I've noticed her voice. She asks a lot of good questions, this TMZ paparazzi photog. And this is a very good question. Like, do you have rights to put out this book? Do you have rights to do that? Okay. Let me play this again for you.
Go to Amazon and work out whatever legalities that may have existed prior so that we can republish the book.
Wow, so the public will get to see her actual words and thoughts.
So very soon, the actual unedited version. We'll put that out.
So I mean, I'm wondering, do you own the rights, I guess, or how does that work?
I guess the own rights was given to me, right?
I'll say possession is not for the law. So
He said the rights have been given to him. And then the shakedown attorney is just like, possession is 9/10 of the law. Here's the thing, family. And I'm not talking about us as a family. I'm talking about Combs' family. I'm talking about Kim Porter's kids. You should have sued the first publisher. You should have sued the first publisher, because then that would have handled anyone coming after to claiming that they had a book from Kim Porter. You should have sued them legally. I'll be sure you should sue them as well if you're mentioned in this new version of the book. So apparently they are working. Shakedown attorney Ariel Mitchell is working with Amazon to figure out how they can publish this book legally. He did not give us a solid answer on how he has the right to put out Kim Porter's memoir. I wonder what has been taken, what they've done, Sean Combs or the family has done to protect Kim Porter's likeness and a memoir coming out. I don't know. It doesn't mean that people can't create a book about you because she was a public person. This is another question I need to ask Stephanie. I believe Stephanie and I did talk about this when she came here. Stephanie St. Aubin, the attorney, allegedly Stephanie. We talked about this. We collaborated twice. I'm going to have to bring her back because I have questions, Stephanie. I have questions because I know that they probably could put this book out without permission, but it could be a legal battle. So the Combs family, the Kim Porter's family, y'all need to work on this if y'all don't want this to get out. And look, I know this is great for my business, but still, we saw what happened before. Julie, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, Julie, for letting people know. We have over 1,400 people in the chat and 313 likes. Hit that like button, y'all. Let's get to 500 likes. Can we get to 500 likes? And let me know if you want me to drop the call-in link. But I already see you guys have a lot to say. Nasser in the chat was like, TMZ needs to stop. This is what they do. Mrs. Dash says, did they follow them? Yes. They literally followed them from one courthouse to the next. Everything's downtown Manhattan, so it wasn't far. But they wanted to make sure they get that shot. This is money for them. Kawana, thank you so much for being here. Kawana says, why is he giving interviews about giving testimony to the grand jury? Because you saw his attorney who should be advising him not to? That's why. Ariel Mitchell, the shakedown attorney. That's what we call her. That's what, when she starts her YouTube channel, that's what she should call it. That's what she should call it. Nasra says Miss Shakedown is going to get sued. I'm surprised she's still out here doing this. Princess BC says he is wrong for what he's saying. Kids can't stop their dad from abusing their mom. Many children have been in that situation. Agreed. And when you're talking about a Diddy situation, God only knows what they've seen and experienced or afraid to talk about. Hey, Thalia. Thalia says, OMG, not me catching another live twice in a day. one day. Yes, Thalia, thank you so much for being here. I agree, Kwana. There is a valid point. We talked about this before when the book came out, when the family came out with their own statement. Kwana says he has a point, meaning the new witness. He has a point. Children don't always know what their parents do. We all learn information about parents as we get older and or parents pass away. Agreed. I just felt like it was still very disrespectful the way that he was talking to the media about Kim Porter's kids. They're still literally in the middle of grieving. You don't get over losing your mother. So I do feel that it's disrespectful. Keep your conversation and your thoughts with the grand jury. With the grand jury. Okay? Ivy says, I'm not calling that lady. Ivy says, I'm not calling that lady that. Dainty Bella says, wait, where is Miss Shakedown from? Okay, Miss Shakedown. For those that don't remember this attorney, okay? Ashley says, why is the bishop on the thumbnail? Come on now. But remember, we talked about Miss Shakedown before. We first talked about her because she was on News Nation talking about how she had first of all, she was representing another Diddy victim. She no longer represents that victim because they had a breakdown in communication. I don't know what that breakdown was. Maybe she blames the victim. Then she was on News Nation talking about how she saw screenshots of a video with Diddy and a higher profile person. Then she went back. She was on Piers Morgan talking about the Diddy case. Then she went on News Nation again talking more. And a lot of us were like, wait a second, what is she doing? Is she trying to get the price to go up by putting this out there? Because apparently she's saying that people have been in touch with this higher profile person in regards to negotiating them sort of killing the video so the video does not come out. And we were like, this feels grimy. This feels like extortion. This feels uncomfortable for an attorney to be doing this on a platform, on a news platform. Just saying. Drea says, Miss Shakedown and her degree are from Alibaba. I mean, look, I tell you guys, I've met thousands. I'm not kidding when I've told you I've worked and met with thousands of attorneys over the last 15 years. Not all of them are the same. Some of them are fantastic. Some of them are where they are for a reason. Exactly. Kawana says that Shakedown lawyer is trying to make a name for herself. She's not fooling us. She's not fooling us over here. I'm not falling for it at all. I am going to drop the call link for those that want to call in and share their thoughts on this latest Diddy update. Happy Halloween to those that celebrate. It's fine. I don't really celebrate. This is the most I'm celebrating, bringing news to you guys on Halloween. Tomorrow's November 1st. Look. The rent is due. Your mortgage is due. Your bills are due. I paid my stuff already. I got things on auto payment. I'm good. Unless you want to send some super chats, help me pay some other bills, okay? Anyway, shout out to everyone that sends in super chats or even just likes the video. Liking the video, being here, sharing, that all matters to me. So whatever you can do, we appreciate. And shout out to those of you that send cash at Venmos, things. Thank you for that. Because as an independent creator, we rely on advertiser dollars. So when y'all send in a couple of coins, we appreciate it. Okay, we appreciate it. So when I take time out of my Halloween or my evening, I feel appreciated. Thank you. I thank you. So you can also like the video. That shows appreciation as well. Okay. All right. Chris says everything damn thing is due. Yeah. Look, yeah. Dog says bills. Can you pay my bills on the phone bills? Sorry. All right. Yes. Happy Scorpio season. Hey, sister on the move. I will see you all in Los Angeles on November 20th. November 20th. I'm coming to Los Angeles for the Bourbon Room. We're going to do the Kempire After Dark live experience. So I'm going to be talking about all the Diddy stuff. We're talking about Diddy. We're going to talk about Housewives. We're going to talk about anything that's popping at that particular time. All right. Go get your tickets today. Then we're coming to London. Who's coming to my London show? Shout out to London that's watching the replay of this because it's pretty late in London right now, or they're waking up. London, have you gotten your tickets yet? We're coming to Neon 194, December 8th. Get your tickets. Get your tickets. And then we're coming back to Washington, D.C. on January 24th. Get your tickets today for the Kempire After Dark live experience. Is returning for 2025. It has to. Diddy's going to jail. Oh, well, he's in jail, but he's going to court. He's going to court. All right. Ashley says, what does Clive Davis have to say? Not a lot, because people have seen Clive Davis out in public, and he plays the old man card. He's like, I'm old. Look, I'm old. Okay, Clive. We know you're old, but we know you've done your dirt. You've done your dirt. Okay? Exactly. Drea says, it's funny how we haven't heard from KK. KK was Diddy's chief of staff. We talked about it. We did a separate video on her. If you missed that, go check that out so you get a better understanding of who KK is. KK is, was it Christina Curran? Look at my brain. Come on, brain. I could be wrong, but no, I'm right. I think I'm right. Okay. So I don't know. We haven't seen or heard from her. But just because Diddy's in jail, People Magazine did a whole report on this. We did a separate video on that too. Just because Diddy's in jail doesn't mean that he's not pulling the strings from behind the scenes out here. But I think even with Diddy fighting whatever PR he's fighting, I think there are other people that are afraid, that are on these videotapes, are playing their own PR campaign out here. That's why I believe this TD Jakes looking motherfather. This TD Jakes looking motherfather, I feel as if he is just a representative. He doesn't have any real connection to any of these people. I think he's just the one fool that's willing to come out and be like, yeah, I got the freak off tapes and I got the real Kim Porter, memoir. Okay. All right. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you taking time out of your Halloween. I know it's a beautiful night here in Halloween. If you wanted to be a slut this Halloween, meaning like wear all the things, because sometimes it's usually frigid in New York during Halloween. So you can't be you have to wear a jacket sometimes with your Halloween costume. For all the slutty costumes, this is the perfect weather for you. It was 80 degrees here in New York. It's gonna be 80 degrees again tomorrow. So I hope you guys had a slutty happy Halloween. Okay, come on. Like, I hope you guys had a slutty happy Halloween. All right. Happy Halloween, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to everyone in the live chat. Shout out to our channel members, our subscribers, our King's Guards. Be sure to say thank you to them. We appreciate them taking time out of their evening being here. I will see you all in the next one. Tomorrow, our recap of the Real Housewives of Orange County. That will have to be live. I was going to record it tonight. Didn't have the time because we had this breaking story. Replay crew, let me know your thoughts on this update. Young Thug is free. And he asked to make sure that he's still able to work with Gunna. Okay, and everyone says now everyone owes Gunna an apology. I don't know what y'all talking about. And now a new witness in the Diddy case basically says that they have freak off tapes and they have the real Kim Porter memoir. Okay. That's your Diddy update, along with a little sprinkle of Young Thug. Young Thug is free and can't roam Atlanta, though. I'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.
You bring the lighter. I got